Hi everyone, it's Miss Angie from the Portage Public Library, and today I'm going to show you how to make a 3D flower. So it'll look something like this. As you can see, the loops are coming off of the page like that. So the supplies that you'll need to make this will be some construction paper to put your flower on, colored paper to make your petals, and a piece of colored paper to put in the center of your flower. And then if you want to make green petals or any colored petals, you'll need some paper for that. So let's get started. So I have my sheet of paper for the background. I have a scissor and some glue. And this time I'm going to make a pink flower. So we're going to need to cut some strips. I only used 8 strips, but you could use more than that, but I'm going to show you how to make one with 8. You could take a ruler and draw lines, but I'm just going to kind of eyeball probably less than a ½ inch strip of paper. I do have 2 sheets of paper right next to each other, so I'm cutting 2 at a time. Just makes it go a little quicker. Alright, so now I have my 8 strips of paper. And how we're going to do this is, at the top of your paper, you're going to want to start your glue around here to make your flower be at the top. So I'm going to do this opposite. So put some glue down, and then I'm going to put my first strip. I'm going to make like a cross with them, and I'll show you once I glue the first 4 down. You could make these strips really skinny, and you could use a lot of them. You could cut them wider, and then your flowers will just look different than mine. Okay, so now the glue is only in the center, and they're all stuck there. So now we're going to put strips of paper in the diagonal areas. So this is a pretty simple craft. All you need is some paper, some glue, and a scissors, and you can make a really cool flower. Since it is May, May always makes me think of flowers start blooming in your yard. Okay, so I have 1 more to put on. Alright, so it's going to look like this. And then what we'll do is we'll put glue back in the center, and we'll take this end of the paper and fold it in. So you're going to do that on all 8 strips, or if you have more strips. And I'm just going to kind of do it how I put them on initially. I'm going to do the sides, the top, and the bottom. And then I'll take the diagonal pieces and glue those in. Okay. So see there, I've glued those 4 sides. And now we'll finish up. And you could use any color of paper that you want. You could even take white paper and color it before you cut it into strips. And you could have a very unique looking flower all your own. Alright, so now I have the last strip. Oh, get that on there. Okay, so now on my sample here, you can see I have a yellow center of my flower. You can make yours any color you want. If you wanted to trace a circle, like from your cap of your glue, you could trace it and cut it out. But I'm just going to try to draw the best circle, or cut the best circle that I can cut without drawing it. It doesn't have to be perfect, because everybody's art is different. Alright, so then we're going to put glue on that piece and glue it in the center. Alright, so there's my flower. So now we would want to put a stem and some leaves on it. So on this one you can see I drew the stem with marker, and then I cut out leaves with paper. And on this one I did the same thing, except on the leaves I cut little fringes with my scissors. If you wanted to draw it, you could draw the whole thing, or you could make the stem out of another strip of paper if you want. So I'm going to draw my stem. I'm going to draw it a little curvy because we know flowers don't usually just grow straight up out of the ground. So there's my stem, and now I'm going to make the leaves. And so I have a green piece of paper and I'm going to fold it in half so that when I cut it, I get 2 of the same leaves. You don't have to do that because maybe you want your leaves to be different. But I'm going to make mine the same. So I'm going to just draw with my marker a shape of a leaf, and yours can look however you want it to look. But that's what I came up with. And then we'll take the scissor, cut it out. Now remember I said I folded my piece of paper over, so then I have 2 right away. So now we just have to glue them on our flower by the stem. And that is it. Made a 3D paper flower for the month of May. So I hope you give this a try. I'll be very curious to see what colors you choose for your flowers or how thin or thick you cut your strips to make your flower look special to you. And I hope you post a photo of it on Facebook so that I can see what you did. Have a good day. We'll see ya.